For nearly 125 years, the Metropolitan Opera has brought unsurpassed joy to millions of opera lovers. Tonight, I will be receiving an exclusive tour accompanied by my nephew, Christopher Herbert, a very talented baritone.
So welcome to the stage of the Metropolitan Opera.
Thank you very much. Peter Gelb, General Manager of the Metropolitan Opera in New York City. Tell us some of the names of the great artists who have performed here at the Met.
Luciano Pavarotti, Placido Domingo, Jose Carreras.
Renee Fleming is singing now, and your roster of female vocalists is so amazing.
The Met is famous as being the home of the greatest voices, and since I've been the general manager, I'm certainly not doing anything to change that.
You've had this position for how long?
This is the end of my second season. And this is a theater that, first of all, it seats 3,800 people, and we have performance here 7 times a week.
Under the reign of music director James Levine, 28 operas will be performed this season at the Met. In the repertoire, there are 21 revivals, including The First Emperor, Carmen, and Romeo and Juliet, as well as 7 extraordinary new operas, including Satyagraha and Peter Grimes. I would be seeing La Bohème, Giacomo Puccini's tragic tale of love among young artists in Paris. This iconic version was first staged by Franco Zeffirelli in 1981 and has been performed 352 times, more than any other production in Met history. Now, Zeffirelli designed this set, as he has several sets here at the Met.
What's remarkable about this set is its size. I mean, this is meant to be Montmartre. It's on 2 levels.
So this is Act 2?
This is Act 2, and there's this seamless change in which curtain comes down for just a couple of minutes, and then 200 stagehands spring into life and move that set off and this set on, which is loaded with a chorus of about 200 people, so it's quite spectacular.
I might go to the boulangerie, get my baguette for tonight's dinner.
Well, you, being Martha Stewart, would want to do that.
Can we go upstairs?
Sure.
Okay.
From out there, lit with theatrical lighting, it looks absolutely real.
It actually looks real up close, too.
You could be in Paris.
This is a big deal.
And there are 1,500 people working here on any given day. And if you walked around behind the scenes here, you would see elements of maybe 4 or 5 different operas.
Beyond the stage, this amazing 10-story structure contains a myriad of workshops, where artisans are building sets, making dramatic wigs, hats, and elaborate costumes. Technical director Joe Clark, a 31-year veteran of the Met, is responsible for everything you see on the stage.
Well, the Met's basically a factory. Our main first floor is the stage and the auditorium. Actual size of the main stage is about 100 feet wide and 100 feet deep, and then it's flanked on 3 sides by 3 additional stages, each one of which contains a motorized platform that can be driven out onto the main stage. And then if you go below the stage, and there are 3 separate levels, there are workspaces, storage rooms for props and instruments for the orchestra, plus the huge storage room where pieces the size of the stage can be stored. Carpenters construct the scenery, sew drops, make the basic structures for the stage, and then they're finished and painted by scenic artists. So that whole process may occupy 2 or 2.5 years before the production gets on the stage. Macbeth was one of the most difficult. There are a number of scenes in Macbeth and a number of special effects. There was rain and snow and holographic effects and laser effects and special effects for the witches and the ghosts. I think one of the things the Met can do that almost no other organization can do is kind of keep ancient arts alive.
One of these antiquated art forms is wig-making, a craft that dates back to the 17th century.
The stock here at the Metropolitan is close to 5,000 wigs. Nearly all of it is human hair. We do use other types of hair. For some 18th century wigs, we use coarse hair that comes from a yak. This season, we have about 250 new wigs. If it's about 6 inches long, you would probably use about 4 ounces. And that, on an average wig, it would probably take about 36 hours, which adds up to thousands and thousands of individual hairs. When the performer first arrives, we decide how we're going to prep their hair, whether we pin curl it under the wig or whether it's wrapped.
All wigs are made using the same technique.
We put a stocking cap over their head, and then we make a mold by putting a plastic bag over their head. And then we take cellophane tape, and it forms a shape of their head. Then I draw the hairline or the lack of hairline There's the front, the nape, the ears. So then that can be taken off and put on heads and stuffed out to be the shape of their head. So we always have that mold in the theater. Then we make caps, and there are different types of meshes. They're ventilated so air can get through. So this heavier mesh in the back, and then the part that sits on the hairline is this very fine mesh. After we've finished making the cap, then we're able to start tying in the hair. And in the back, we'll tie in maybe 2 or 3 hairs at a time. And then as we work up, it'll come to where there's just 1 hair at a time on their hairline. And when we're tying a wig or ventilating, we use a very small hook. The finer the hair, the more natural it seems. This wig has white hair. It has a sort of a Bride of Frankenstein quality to it. It's very high and straight up in the air.
In addition to a custom-made wig, performers are also fitted for costumes.
In the Met Costume Shop, we have approximately 100 people working here. We have milliners, we have a cobbler. Right now we're working on 5 operas. We have repertory pieces for War and Peace. We have 1,400 costumes. There are 75 principals in it, and half of Russia, and a fair amount of France as well. And then we have new productions. This costume is from The Gambler, and it is made out of cotton waffle piqué, and it's particularly striking because of this beautiful black passementerie decoration.
Along with making new costumes, the shop must also refurbish thousands of others. Many of the Met's original garments are kept in their archives. This costume was in the 1892 production of Otello, while the soldier uniforms were worn in the 1940s and 70s in La Fille du Régiment.
Well, La Bohème, there's approximately 250 costumes. This is our original Musetta bodice from 1981. The one behind it, you're looking at a duplicate, which is approximately 5 years old. This is one of the most famous costumes in our repertoire. Today we were fitting Angela Gheorghiu, who's coming back to reprise Mimi.
It's okay, but just a bit tighter, I would like here.
We're fine-tuning the fitting, making sure she had enough room to breathe.
Perfect.
Angela will be the lead soprano, joining celebrated tenor Ramon Vargas, along with 300 other performers. I thank you so very, very much. And good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you're both here, and I'm happy you had a chance to sing on the stage, and I hope that maybe someday you'll come back here and perform.
I hope so too.
All right.